Alright, this is my third take. I'm gonna try this a little quicker. Alright, Korra's issues are that basically all of her moves suck. She has some good moves. Her down air is pretty good. You know, the stomp is pretty good. Her grab combo game with Pillaring is okay. It kind of gets screwed up with DI away, though. She doesn't have any other follow-ups besides that. Her up air is pretty weak. Alright, but let's just talk about what it looks like. Her jab is really, this is the worst move in the entire game. Worst jab, at least, in the entire game. Okay, it doesn't really reliably hit down opponents at all. As you can see, it just whiffed right there on Danny's head. There's a specific spot you can actually hit Danny when he gets up. You can bonk his head if you do it just right, but it's like, as you can see, my fist is literally whiffing. Right, I don't actually know the proper setup or spacing to do this consistently because it doesn't feel real half the time. I'll keep going until I possibly get it. No. I don't know. You can hit his head, though. Right, but it's hyper-specific for every single character. A lot of characters can also just keep laying down and you won't be able to hit them. Like Reptar, you would think, okay, Reptar's, massive. You can hit Reptar. You can only punch Reptar if you hover his arm exactly. Right. So this move doesn't work as a jab reset. Other jabs in this game go, like, literally behind you as well. Right, so if you look at the hitboxes, right, you just punch. It's only right there in front of her, and that's it. It doesn't actually hit low enough to hit people on the ground. Meanwhile, someone like April, who's a very similar character, her jab is her entire body. Alright, so the move is crazy underpowered. It needs to be changed. It needs to hit lower. Alright, it needs to hit lower. It needs to also extend the hitbox into her body slightly. And that's because when you dive kick, you can't hit people in most situations. You have to space everything just right. Get it. As you see right there, you can usually hit their micro bounce when they attack, but it's also still a tiny window for this character. It's just a complete sham. Next problem. Her specials don't work. These heavy elemental specials don't work at all. They have higher base knockback, but lower hit stun on pretty much all of them. I think the neutral special is an exception to where the higher base knockback actually ends up mattering. Because if you're at like 70, if you're on like maybe 70 on the ledge, so let's do 75. If you do heavy, it will actually kill. But if I go push over the other side of the ledge right now, if I can push it back here at level 75, 75%, I do the light one now. It's not gonna kill, right? He fell, but obviously that's not gonna really kill. It's the same thing with these. These both kill at the exact same time. Or actually, I lied. This Fire Stomp kills some characters later than the regular one, and other characters it's basically the same. I don't know what the difference here is. I think it's because of weight and how knockback growth works. But the only real benefit of this is it has slightly more knockback initially. But the reason it's not a benefit is it has less hit stun than this, meaning you can't get actually follow-up to it, so it's just broken. Her up special, her up strong, this thing right here. When you do the fire one, the hitbox is tiny up top, but it's better down low. But you can't do anything off that bigger hitbox at the bottom because it has less hit stun. That's not a real follow-up right there. Alright, so this is actually pointless. This actually lets you combo some stuff with that right there. That was probably true. It was close to it. Right, and it's like at 70%. So there's like no point in ever using these. You can use them to rising strong like this. Right? You can do these pretty easy. You just press the jump and attack button at the same time. You can't do that with these ones, with the light ones. They just stop right here. But it's just a way to actually mix up your height when you do certain things. That's somewhat of a use to it. Her just single hit up tilt is useless. You can obviously up tilt is kind of a kill move at the ledge. It's okay, you can do that with a dash attack. But other than that, the single hit is completely useless. I'm just saying, guys, that first hit, snake up tilt, Project Gym 3.0, you know what I mean. Make it cool. Her down tilt, this one right here, which by itself is really bad. The second hit is okay. I don't think it always connects. Like, there's certain spacings which wouldn't be a huge issue if... Okay, maybe it does always connect. I don't know. It's weird. But it wouldn't be a huge issue if, like, other characters had to worry about this stuff, but they don't. It's an okay move. It could be buffed a little bit. I don't think there's anything really wrong with it besides that. There you go. Also, on her smash attacks as well, they need to kill so much sooner. It's crazy. I am a slow... like, middleweight character that's supposed to make hard reads, and my smash attacks don't kill until high 100s on most characters. And they don't kill those characters anyway if they just momentum cancel. Right? So it's just a travesty. Neutral B right now is okay. It doesn't have enough hit stun to kill people. They just momentum cancel it with dash. Alright, that's a big problem she has with like everything. It's just they just get momentum canceled. Like this would be good if it hit people on the ground, because it actually whiffs on the ground right now. So you can see right there, it doesn't hit him. He wasn't invuln either. Like right there, he started to stand up, and that's why it hit him. Wait, oh, I guess maybe you can't hit Danny if you hit his head just right. Okay, you can't actually hit Danny on the ground. You can't hit a lot of characters on the ground. But you get the idea. You can just lay there on most of the casts, and she won't be able to do anything if she just charges. Right, like if I don't reach his head right there, it just whiffs. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Hitbox needs to go lower. It doesn't have to be that much slower either to hit people on the ground. But that needs to be fixed. It needs to have more hit stun, so it can't just get minimum canceled. Like, I mean, everything has a problem with minimum cancel in this game. It's not unique to her. But for a kit that's so heavily invested in this being where most of her kill power is, it can't just not kill until 200. Right? So the thing with like Upstrong, it needs to kill earlier. It just does. She's a slow middleweight character. Like, that's supposed to be her thing. No, this is actually a pretty good move, the Upstrong. It needs to have a bit of a bigger hitbox. I think its frame data is probably fine. Like, it's frame 6. It's pretty good for out of shield if they're, like, right there in your face. They jumped on you. Pretty good then. It's pretty good for anti-airing, but most aerials in this game are cranked anyway, so it doesn't actually work. Could use with a little bit of luck, but it's a pretty good move besides that. Dare's good. It's probably like a top 10 dare in the game, actually. I do joke that, like, Michelangelo literally just summons 2 cores doing this when he does neutral A, though. So it's not, like, that unique or special to her. It's pretty good because she can do pillar combos with it, like so. But these don't actually work on DIOA. When the DIOA, you have to change it entirely to be, like, pillar. Oh, I messed up. This is very hard. It's pillar, then it's, like, up tilt. Up air, and then fast fall, and then pillar again, then up air, fast fall. It's probably easier on a game controller. I'm currently playing on hitbox. My hands can't handle a game controller. Or I'd probably be able to showcase a little better without a bunch of tries. I don't want to take too much long on this. Her down B needs to have no startup. Because the issue with it right now is it's supposed to be a burst movement option in the air, and like a big threat the opponent has to worry about. But with this long-ass startup, it doesn't actually do anything. They just block, and then you get punished for it in most situations. You can obviously use it to cancel a minimum when you get out in the ring, which is nice, because then you get to keep that. You keep air dash while still cancel a minimum. So that's a pretty good strength that she has. Now, down B has a bug in it sometimes, where it will just randomly have like 15 frames of lag, instead of this near lagless landing that it does currently right now. And if that happens, you just can't use the move anymore for the rest of the match. I have no idea what causes it at all. I life me cannot figure it out. I'm sorry, I can't replicate this bug for the devs themselves. What else are going on? This up B, kind of a travesty. It has this cool mechanic to it where you get a reset. You don't go into special fall. You just be able to act again. The problem is you can't really do up B ladders versus most of the cast because the IOA just removes it entirely. You can still do certain things, like if he was like a little bit higher percent, this would probably start comboing into like down air. Like right now, it probably will. Yeah, so you can do some stuff, but it's not that good. I think that it's up B. If you're gonna go for these big risks, like this needs to kill earlier, so she has it as a big risk option she can do. Like you're gonna get punished when you land if you whip this anyway. So let's make the reward higher for me. What else do I have? Oh, her dash attacks are terrible. These are like the 2 worst dash attacks in the game. See, most characters usually have like 1 bad dash attack, but the other dash attack's really good. This has 25 frames of lag on it. Once the hitbox is gone. It doesn't hit people on the ground. Like to showcase it. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't hit people on the ground. Our other one also doesn't hit people on the ground. So you just get stuck on them, doesn't work. It comes out super late. So if you try to like challenge somebody else's dash attack with it, you just get it out of yours. It has like no disjoint to it. Neither of them do. She can still do like what every character can do, right? She still has like, you know, re-grab stuff off of it, but every character has access to that kind of stuff. These just need probably reworked entirely. They're terrible. She can do like the run off taunt stuff other characters can do as well. So you can slide off, re-grab. She has all that stuff. But like I said, other characters have it as well. So that's kind of... I know it's hard to probably understand me. I'm talking very fast. The last 2 times in this video was like 20 minutes. Or 25 minutes. But that's kind of all the issues score right now. And how to kind of fix them, hopefully. Peace.